Welcome back. Bypassing bipartisanship altogether, progressive Democrats are now calling on President Biden to completely abandon bipartisan talks with Republicans and make a unilateral decision on his massive tax and spending plans. This as House Republicans have unveiled another slimmed-down infrastructure option. This is a 5-year, $400 billion transportation bill. It focuses on highways, bridges, and major transit systems, something they're calling hard infrastructure. Joining me right now is Texas Congressman, House Ways and Means Committee member Jody Arrington. Congressman, it's great to see you this morning. Thanks very much for being
Good morning,
here.
Maria.
Your thoughts on where we are in these talks in terms of the spending on infrastructure?
Well, I think it's just talk. I think that they will pivot and they will jam through another partisan proposal that will be the priorities of the left. The left's in charge. We worked, pre-COVID 5 times on bipartisan legislation. They abandoned that altogether for the $2 trillion supposedly COVID relief, but we know it wasn't. We've seen inflation go up because of all this needless, wild spending spree. And I think that's going to be the play they run again, because Republicans aren't interested in destroying our economy by implementing the Green New Deal de facto. We want hard infrastructure. We want traditional core infrastructure that would actually facilitate our recovery and growth. It's needed, but to the tune of maybe $400 billion, which is more surface transportation investment that we've made ever, but it's not $2 trillion on mass subsidies for the electric vehicle industry, or 500,000 charging stations, electric charging stations around the country. So, yeah, I think there's a big chasm between what infrastructure is for Republicans and what it is for Democrats. And by the way, they would put tax hikes on a runaway inflation, on an economy that is actually going the wrong way with unemployment going up. It's the wrong time for all of this, and Republicans aren't going to be complicit in having a more protracted recession and hurting our economy and our prospects of pre-COVID prosperity.
Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable to me that they want to push through so much so quickly. I assume they expect to lose the majority in 2022, and that's why they want to get as much done as possible, as fast as possible. But this weekend, we reported that Joe Biden did not have enough support from moderate Democrats. The New York and New Jersey senators are saying they want SALT in there. Bernie Sanders is saying if anything about a SALT deduction is in there, I'm not signing it. Then you've got others who say I'm not on board with a higher tax rate on capital gains as high as 43.4% and the corporate rate up to 28%, which I heard that Joe Manchin wasn't with. So you're saying they're going to still try to jam it through and try to convince the moderate Democrats to go along with it so that they can jam it through reconciliation? And when would that happen? This summer?
More than likely towards the end of the summer. It could drag into the fall. If it is going to drag out that long, then I think we will see a dial back on some of the tax hikes, like the corporate rates, et cetera. Now, people, when they talk about the corporate rates, think about corporations being taxed, but really 70% of that tax will be passed on to working families in the form of lower wages, higher cost of goods and services. But yes, I think politically speaking, it is going to be tougher, Maria, to increase taxes with these competitive Democrat seats. They're feeling the heat now.
Yeah.
We have a 5-seat margin. The momentum is all on the Republican side. They're desperate, you can tell, because they're trying to bring back the Trump narrative of insurrection and inciting riots, a real Hail Mary. But yeah, we're going to keep fighting it and pushing it. But I think that they will eventually pivot and ram and jam. That's I think the play they're going to run.
Wow.